Rogue.
Hey.
So we have some frequent, well, FAQ things from the Facebook group and from emails and stuff that people have asked us. So I think we should probably go through those. Let me find the list of them, and then we can talk about stuff. How are you anyway?
Tired and hungry.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
scratches. Look at my scratches.
Uh,
Yeah,
roller
I'm
derby will
also
do that to
hungry.
you.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna. Now you're on the screen. So the first question that we got asked was in relation to the Facebook group. So somebody asked, how will Rogue and Smack support me? So I thought we should have a little chat about what we're going to do on the Facebook group.
Yeah, okay. So I guess, the reason we set the Facebook group up and the reason that the thing we've been trying to encompass with this is making the experience as close to a boot camp or a class experience, right? So we want
Yeah.
we want people to talk and chat and have that one-on-one feeling that you get when you go to a class or if you have us coach or so that's what the Facebook group's for. The Facebook group is for us to be on there chatting to them, answering questions, giving advice.
Creeping on them.
A little bit of Facebook stalking, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keeping up to date with them and like holding accountability. We got asked loads for accountability.
Yeah.
So we were just trying to make sure that trying our best to make a way because it's difficult when it's an online course to get that group feeling.
Yeah, I think
So
you're always like
that's what we're
super
going.
enthusiastic as well, like the first week, and then maybe
Yes.
it drops off a bit. Whereas if you've told people about it, if you're talking to other people that are doing it, then they're going to kind of be like, hey, where are you?
So where are you at on the course?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do yours this week? What day are you doing yours on?
Yeah.
Maybe we
Um,
can encourage them to have conversations like this with each other and work out together.
work out via Google
Google
Hangouts.
Hangouts.
Right. That's what we should do, a mass Google Hangout session.
Mass Google Hangout session. It would be awful. It would take us like a lifetime to get it set up.
And I'd probably end up sweating all over the laptop.
So we're going to support them by being on the Facebook group, answering their questions, and giving them weekly challenges and accountability tasks.
Which we're also doing ourselves and posting up so that people can see what we do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Okay,
what's the next question?
so the next one, I'm on the giant screen now. The next one that we got asked is, why does everyone have to start together? Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
So I was thinking,
Okay. Well,
ah,
okay. You go. You
you
go.
go, you go. Well, I guess it's more just that, like, because this is the very first one that we've done, it made sense to sort of have everybody start at the same time. That way, if we had any issues that kind of occurred along the way, that, you know, we would be able to sort of rectify them for everybody, and make sure that everyone's kind of on the same page going through, and the accountability stuff that we were talking about. And I've got the Facebook group, but I mean, it's totally fine if people want to start like a week or two later. It was more just, you know, for people chatting about where they were in the course. You know, we don't want the people that are learning all the exciting stuff in week 3 to ruin the surprise for the people in week 1.
Yeah. It's also trying to keep that group feeling and get everyone
Yeah,
moving together.
yeah,
I think that will help. That would help me if I
yeah.
was doing the course.
Um, so then the next one then, which I think we can
I feel
probably
like I'm
answer.
like, if I'm sat cross-legged, I feel like I'm
I'm sitting
doing some yoga
cross-legged
or
as well.
something.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the floor because I want to stretch out my hip flexors, but I think it actually looks like I'm sitting on the couch, even though I'm not,
It
because the
does,
couch is
yeah.
up there.
It looks like you're sitting on a giant couch.
Giant, giant couch with a really hideous wallpaper behind me. I did
Okay,
not
next
pick
question.
this wallpaper. Next question
You did.
is, morning, flatmate.
Morning.
Next question then is this something that you do at home? Which,
Okay. Yeah, that's a good enough question. It doesn't have to be done at home.
yeah.
You can do it anywhere. You can do it in the park. You could do it in your living room. You could do it at work. Other people at work, if you're in an office, might think you're a bit odd, but you could do it in an office. You could do it in your hotel room.
Yeah.
In fact, I think one of the challenges on the Facebook group should probably be
What's the weirdest place that you
what's
could
the weirdest
do
place
core
you've done
climbing?
it.
Maybe don't phrase it exactly quite like that. We might get some different responses.
We'll be bonding the group through through that question. I have never done Core Blimey. Explosive core workout exercise on Clapham
Boat.
Common. On a boat. A boat would be good. On an aeroplane.
On an airplane. There you
Do the
go.
core conditioner one. It's a little bit gentler.
Yeah.
On well, gentler. Not quite. More stationary. On an aeroplane. In the aisle.
In the aisle.
Whilst
Or that bit down the end by the toilets where we always do our stretches.
Where the exits are.
Yeah. We always do our stretches down there when we're on long haul flights and people look at us weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can do Core Blimey instead.
Yeah. Boom. And then the last one, well, not the last one actually. The last one on my little list, because you've got some more after this, is will I need equipment? Which is
good
no.
question.
But good
and the
question.
answer is no. We have designed this to do it anywhere and for anyone to be able to do it. So
yeah.
No equipment needed.
Yeah, I think you use a mat at some point, but that's because you're on the kind of wooden floory thing, whereas I got the nice squishy one, so I didn't need the mat. Yeah. So as long as you're on a squishy floor or a non.
For your own comfort, you may want to purchase a yoga mat. Which you can pick up pretty cheap.
Towel.
So, or a towel. You could use a towel. Or you could just use a cushion under your elbows for the planks and things like that.
Yeah. Or possibly knees if you were doing modified planks. But yeah.
True.
So those were all my FAQ ones that I had to work through. Oops, keep realizing I'm forgetting to click between the two of us. So I just sound like a disembodied voice.
I think that was most of the FAQ ones.
Yeah.
That I noticed on that thread. Hi, Kid Block.
Yay! Get Kid Block to wave and I'll put it on you.
Kid Block, come and wave to our public. Come and wave. We're on a Google Hangout. Come and wave. Oh, it's only Smack that you can see right now. But some people may be watching this later.
Yeah.
It's Kid
Block!
In her pajamas.
Yeah, the pajamas. Okay, I'm gonna click it back over. So the other thing that I think that maybe we should actually have a talk about is sorry, my headphones are falling out. Was I did kind of get asked about sort of like how people incorporate this in with their other training, because I think various people across all different levels of derby could benefit from core strength training, but they were maybe wondering exactly how it was applicable to them. So, for example, if you're just starting to do off skates training, maybe you've been fresh meat or rookie, and you're just maybe trying to look at how you can get onto a team. Then what we were talking about, how when you first start training with someone, especially if you first start training with a personal trainer, that core strength is always the thing that will be started off with, because that's what's going to build your form and your posture.
And help technique and posture, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. When I've worked in the gym with skaters, the core is always the thing I start with, especially for sort of beginner. Before I want to move on to weights, I want to make sure that they've got good core strength and they're able to like keep good form and have good posture. So that was definitely one of the reasons behind building Core Blimey. But also from the other side of it, if you have been training for a long time, then it's a great supplement, and it's that explosive power stuff.
Yeah.
So being able to incorporate that into your training is often quite difficult. Just through strength training, just through weights, isn't going to necessarily hit that kind of high explosive speed stuff. So
because
the
I think
explosive core sessions do.
exactly. Because I think we've got quite a few skaters that are doing the course now that are going to be sort of skaters that have weight trained for quite a while. A lot of them are getting ready to go to playoffs and trying to see what way they can sort of supplement their routines. So for them, we're suggesting kind of like the doubling up of training to sort of try and hit a progressive overload. The idea being that you double up your core blimey on the same day as you've got your roller derby session, or you double it up on the same day as you've got your weight session, obviously with a sufficient rest period in between. The idea being that way, your weight's
preparing for
probably going to,
tournament.
yeah, you're preparing for a tournament. You are, getting your body to try and do those muscle memory things in a state of reasonable fatigue, not too much so that you may injure yourself, but a controlled amount of fatigue. And also that this way, like we said, strength training is great, and we've talked about it on the blog loads, but what we're really looking for right now with the current state of roller derby is power, which is a combination of strength and speed. And speed. Well, you're very good at the speed bit. But I think there's like common misconceptions that speed is just to do with how fast you can sprint, rather than speed is how quickly you can react to something. And that your ability to move laterally across the track incredibly quickly and close down a line is just as much to do with speed as sprinting very quickly on your toe stops.
Or sprinting, like doing a lap.
And I think
generally people just go speed. Oh, you've got to be able to skate a lap fast.
Which
but actually you've got to be able to move in those short spaces very, very quickly.
Because pretty much skating the lap bit, like, you're already out at that point. That's the happy place.
That's a nice place.
It's the getting out and getting to the part where no one's allowed to touch you anymore. That's the bit where you really need the speed. Or
to take the space that you're trying to create for yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Not watch it disappear again.
Yes. or watch your pack filter through to the front to recapture the jammer, and you desperately try to follow them and then get knocked out and go down. That's never happened to me. Okay. So then I think the other things that we kind of wanted to talk about was maybe just the versatility that core strength gives you. So I don't know if you want to sort of chat about maybe kind of that interconnectedness that we were talking about, of like how core strength really builds into everything else.
We kind of just did in that.
We did actually.
Sort of explanation that you just said, that pretty much covers most of it.
I guess maybe like blocking form and jamming form and stuff.
It's from basic skill up to more advanced skating. It's the beginning of it all. But from stability, being able to really hold your posture is a massive thing for sort of beginner skaters, and learning the stops and being able to control what your body is doing, not falling forwards as soon as you sort of have pressure applied to the back of you and things like that. So that from the beginning and from the basic skill stuff, it tends to be more stability. And then as it progresses up through the levels, then it hits that explosive speed stuff a bit more.
I think also as well the wall formation thing too, because walls are becoming more braced, but each person within the wall has to hold and occupy their own area. So I think, especially with the way multiplayer blocks are going, that if you don't have sufficient core strength, you're going to end up being a lot more grabby and handsy and leany. And you know how they're the kind of blockers that we usually aim for. To try and like get them to knock out of the wall, and then we can just slice through everybody's arms. So you effectively become the kind of slightly weak trigger point if you're not able to kind of own your own
space,
section. because we've seen, especially with the games on tour, that a lot of the brace walls, if they're leaning on the other people instead of being able to hold, then you can get the multiplayer so easily because you just go for their arm and they don't drop it because they need it to stay up.
They need it to stabilize. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's relevant for that too. In our, small amounts of blocking that we've been doing recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I hit
falling
you
to
out
next
last
top
night.
blocker.
You hit me out last night. Although I hit you out last night and then you just like ran past me on the outside and I was like, oh crap, she's gone. I didn't even see you.
I was like, she's looking over that way. I'm gonna run around this way.
Yeah. Oh well. Got you once.
So I think that's all of our FAQs.
Yeah, I think that is all about FAQs. So I see Kid Block.
It's gonna be like a little game in it.
Spot Kid
Can
Block.
you spot Kid Block?
Sorry.
That was, by the way, that was her trying to be discreet.
Had to be discreet when
Just
told.
creeping around in the background.
Okay, right. I think that is us then. Let's call it a day because I've got to
I
go to
am
work.
going to go and get ready for my friend's wedding. Yay!
Yay! I'm gonna go and get ready to go and work
Rogue in a
at
dress.
Double Threat Skates. Rogue in a dress. Photos, or it didn't happen. All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow when we play Helsinki.
Oh yeah.
So no drinking for you at the wedding tonight.
Yeah.
And and Brawl Saints will be playing Rainy City at Crystal Palace. If anybody wants to come along and watch us put our core strength into action.
It's going to be friggin' amazing.
And it's going to be amazing. First Division 1 sanctioned game.
Sanctioned game.
Sanctioned game.
I know Sweden were trying to claim the first Div 1 game.
Yeah.
Wasn't sanctioned.
Wasn't sanctioned, people.
Sorry,
doesn't
guys.
count. Doesn't count. Love you guys, but doesn't count.
It's here in London, England.
In London. Tomorrow. All right.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Wave. Bye.